What do you guys know about starseeds? Supposedly they are alien souls who incarnate on Earth for a variety of purposes, but generally to help the planet achieve a peaceful, harmonious, and high vibrational state of being. Many of these starseeds supposedly don't know that they're aliens because it's an alien in your past life sort of thing. I've had dreams where aliens tell me that I'm an alien starseed, but I don't know if those dreams are true or not, cause a lot of the other entities I come across in dreams are, frankly, giant dicks, and Catholics, and right-wingers, and they talk a lot of shit, so I've learned to generally just disregard things dream entities tell me. It's weird finding out about past lives, but your current life almost mirrors it until you realize it. I can't say for sure which starseed I am, but apparently I was not a good dude in my past lives, so much that the only person willing to keep talking to me from it is my daughter Isabella, who is basically my guardian angel. Don't ask how I figured it out, I have no clue how the system works, but reflecting on your current life is one way to come to terms with who you were in past lives. Also, trust your gut. If you don't feel like you belong here, it's because you don't. Most egotistic bullshit I've ever heard. Everyone I've met who claims to be a star-seeded individual has a savior complex and thinks they are a unique special snowflake and also somehow the reincarnation of Cleopatra or something. Give me a fucking break. I always pick a red skin character when I have the choice when I play games. I am fascinated by the future, technologies, and so on. I could bet on my life I'm not from here. People here are weird, attached on weird things and neglecting the essentials, love and knowledge. Imagine thinking it's weird to look for an explanation for your estranged feelings while people like you pridefully and hatefully mock them. You shit on people and then call them egotistic for smelling like feces, all the while they are looking for what aspect of them makes them look and feel like a toilet, and then you think you aren't the problem. People like you have got to be the most unconscious motherfuckers on the planet. So, you think you're an alien that has reincarnated here, and you often dream about arguing with Catholics and right-wingers? You're insane. Aliens are demons. Those aliens in your dreams trying to convince you that you're definitely an alien? Bro, don't you feel different from everyone? LOL, it's cause you're like an alien. Want to take a ride in my van? I mean, UFO. I lost my space puppy and need help finding it. I have alien candy too, are merely trying to trick you. Past lives are a misnomer. All time exists simultaneously. They are merely different vibrations or frequencies that you have resided in or visited. Even if you cannot fully see them in this present moment or from your current perspective, you are able to catch glimpses or shadows of those frequencies. That's also part of what déjà vu is. There are tiny windows that kind of float around constantly, and every now and then you catch a glimpse through one of them. Also this. No wonder demons are trying to rope you into their bullshit. Also, this sounds like groomer shit. Oh, little Michael didn't know he was trans, I just had to groom him, her, into realizing that she was actually Michelle and has always been Michelle. Silence Archon. My bad. Aliens are cool and the good guys. Op is definitely an alien, and anyone who says otherwise is an Archon or probably a Catholic right-winger. I have oft wondered this myself. Op. I joke sometimes that I myself am a starseed/angel/alien/indigo child because I feel so much more alienated by others, even my own family. Mandela affected, know stuff that I really shouldn't, was in gate, am highly religious and spiritual, am very intuitive as per others, never blacked out drinking, have had déjà vu, vivid dreams, and meditation visions, also can predicted the future extremely well, have had ILMAO, UFO, ghost, fae and shadow people encounters, am energy sensitive, have had visual migraines, have entire catalogs of fake nations and sports teams in my head, etc. It's a hard thing to discuss though, people just assume you're high on your own supply despite all your experiences. Which, fair is fair, but boy is it frustrating, especially when people shut it off at the onset. That I want to be in this spiritual miasma or have future sight. That is what makes me believe in the NPC phenomenal. We may have something extra that they don't. A sixth sense, if you will. Same dude to almost all of those things. We're either like the new form of 21st century schizo or something super weird is going on. I hope it all makes sense eventually, and isn't something horrifically malicious, but it doesn't seem to be overall. Explain the déjà vu phenomenon further please. I'm not up but I'm actually curious as it happens. Never blacked out drinking. Is that really associated with starseeds? I've thought about this more than once. Yeah dude. You're totally the main character. Better go pull the master sword out of the pedestal before the angry pigman shows up. Why do you hate my specialness? Yes, it's one of the new age thingies along two other groups. TBH this one is the most boring of the three. Sounds like you were an egoistical special snowflake before you got it bullied out of you and now you hate anyone who hasn't gone through that process. I wish you peace. There were always groups more sensitive than others. About 10% display these qualities, so by no means is it really special, considering there are other rare qualities. The whole idea of making up these labels is just to bait people into it and perhaps make money on it, or people making labels for themselves to make themselves feel better. Which doesn't have to be a bad thing. Don't assign themselves to you though, you run into many spiritual dangers. I will not exclude some people like this exist. But nearly all people who claim they are starseeds, indigo, whatever use this to cope with their unsuccessful, insignificant lives. They are on the same level as consuming NPCs who want to give their life merit with mundane things. I for my part can also relate to this. The world seemed always strange and alien to me. I am not very successful right now. But the last 2 years proved that my feelings were right. So my conclusion, I have to work with / for myself. Shadow work. And not get drawn into this world, who is ruled by evil forces. But I will never put a label on me that I am more special than others. That would bind me to this world. Because it is an artificially created label. You simply are. Nothing less or more. But there is probably no more. I'm special. You are, without you the universe would not exist. Incredibly special thread right here. Very special edition. Extremely special edition. Catholic right-winger is an oxymoron. This, simply isn't true. No one is better than anyone else. Your energy feels Pleadian. Starseeds are real, I can feel the energies, I can view past lives, times etc. Many of us have been there already. No one is claiming to be better than anyone else, only different. Also, there's positive and negative starseeds. All I know is I had visions of those blonde Nordic alien fellas before I even knew they existed. Your energy feels Pleadian. This is what many people have told me. Although when I hear about aliens and stuff I always think the other supposed alien races sound a lot cooler, but whatever. I don't know that any of it is real, anyhow. Although, I'm pretty certain at least that aliens definitely exist and have visited Earth. Please check out my energy. I'm not him but I do energy readings too. So Imma do yours, okay. That's how I get down and get into my energy reading zone. Okay alright I've got a read on your energy now. You have the energy of a homosexual cat. They are very much real, unfortunately they happen to be on the darker side of the alignment chart. You are on the darker side. I'm not that Anon, but there are so fucking many people who think they are reincarnations of famous historical figures. The same ones over and over. It's like a glitch in NPC programming. Sure, it's nice to ponder about past lives, some people may even be able to achieve seeing glimpses of their past lives, but on average the people who say these types of things are not in tune with anything spiritual. They only know very surface level knowledge and are more concerned with consumerism and keeping up with the Jones than actual esoteric knowledge. It's just pop culture bullshit like witch talk or worse. It really makes me think starseeds are fake, same with twin flames. I'm the op to this thread, and here's the thing to everyone who responded saying that it's narcissistic or whatever. You live in a world where people wear fucking rocks on their fingers to try to prove their superiority and status over others. Or wear retardedly expensive watches. Or just tell stupid jokes and think they're superior for that. All these things are just stupidities that exist in people. It's just part of how people are. So I'm sure there are lots of people who, if exposed to the idea of starseeds, would become very toxic and narcissistic over it. But, issue is, that can happen over more or less anything. And in my case, it's not about any of that superiority stupidity. The fact is I'm just responding to what I've been told by these dream entities, plus definitely have strong feelings of being different than other people that I'm always trying to make sense of. And I'm sure there are others in the same boat as me because I've talked to them. Both IRL and on the internet. So are we all aliens? I don't fucking know, man. But it's not some malignant narcissism in my case or in the case of others I've talked to IRL. I know that. And I believe in reincarnation, plus I believe in aliens. So it's sort of illogical for anyone who believes in those two things to not acknowledge that if you reincarnate then you're not likely to constantly reincarnate on the same Earth, as the same species, or even in the same galaxy or whatever. So it all seems perfectly rational to me. Whether it's 100% true or not true, I do not know, but it certainly seems perfectly rational to me. To be honest with you, I think there is a certain kind of mental void space, a sort of consciousness singularity, that you can reach when you assume that you are literally a reincarnation of everyone. When I was young, I used to watch television shows with my friends, and we'd argue over which character in the show we were. Sometimes I'll watch shows to this day and remember fondly the feeling of thinking some of my close friends were incarnated into that show, with me, and what I'm watching is actually a memory. Being pulled subconsciously from the Akashic records of the universe by artists and storytellers and either being given a new spin, or that I'm watching it directly from the Akashic records themselves, and the entire process of there being artists and voice actors responsible for its production is just an elaborate lie or story I tell myself to create the illusion that I'm not God, or one of the gods. Directly watching memories from the Akashic records, that's being channeled to me through a computer, another elaborate story, that's actually just a stand-in for the same direct recall of Akashic record memories that we all have while we dream. If you think I'm going to give up on the experience of those ideas, and trade them in for mocking and shaming people, just because they might be far out, you would be mistaken. Sometimes what's real or fake is overrated. There is a startlingly possibility, considering Buddhism and other religions, that almost nothing is really real, and it's all just story and illusion. Honestly, calling themselves a starseed might be more accurate than you think.
Mosey on down to the Atomic Shaman Trading Post. We have t-shirts, decals, refrigerator magnets and other swag for sale. What better way to show your support for the show? Our merch can only be found on t.pub/lit/Atomic Shaman Trading Post. Like, share and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to ring the notification bell. You can follow us on Twitter at Motel and RV Park. Catch the live streams on Rumble. Listen to text-to-speech stories on Atomic Shaman TTS on YouTube.